lose fat and build muscle after 40? Well, weightlifting is the key, but that doesn't mean that you have to sit in the gym working out for hours at a time or you have to look like The Rock in order to get the benefits. The thing is, weightlifting can boost your resting metabolism by 15%. That means that you're burning weight while you're just sitting there, even after you've been exercising earlier that day, so to speak. Let's look at the facts. Number one, weightlifting increases bone density, which is very important as we age. If you notice, a lot of people, especially as you get older, that get injuries, it's a lot of times it's knee injuries and hip injuries, especially in our elderly population. One of the worst things can happen is that they fall down and break their hip. The reason being is because as you get older, first of all, your bones break down and build up all throughout your life. But as you get older, they could become weaker, especially if you're not more active and doing stuff like lifting weights. When you lift weights, you're actually causing the bones to be thicker and stronger, basically, by applying more force or more gravity with the weights to your bones. They happen to grow not grow faster, but grow stronger. Number two, it helps combat fatigue by boosting your energy level. Number three, building muscle helps to improve your body composition. You know, your muscles are like your first line of defense when it comes to being healthy and staying active, and also protection. The muscles help protect the rest of the bones and the body structures on the inside. If you're weak and your muscles are not strong, they're basically not supporting the rest of your body. If your muscles are strong, if muscles are not strong, you're more like a loose noodle flopping around. Then the only thing that you have is the ligaments and tendons and the joints. But the joints, they can't protect you for long. That's why people start to develop arthritis as they get older. It's not necessarily because, it's going to come, but it doesn't have to bother you. And the way that you fight that off is by being strong, being in shape, being flexible. All of that, mainly the muscles, what's going to prevent you from developing arthritis as you get older. If you don't already know, my name is Anthony Wade. I'm a physician assistant, and I help people that want to lose weight and get into shape when they're up in age, a little bit past their 40s. There's a lot of things that you can do that can fit into your lifestyle, because I know people in that age group are very busy. They have a lot of things going on, and you have to be able to figure out how to work that into your lifestyle. A lot of people will try and fit exercise into their lifestyle. I like to think of it the other way around. You need to fit your job and all the things that you do, all your priorities, into your exercise routine. And if you do it like that, then it won't be a problem. You'll be able to manage it all together. And the thing is, you really need to start working on you as you start getting up there in age, so to speak. I was going to say older, but I'm 51 years old, and I make sure that I get my exercises in, because if something happens to me or something happens to you, then who's going to take over? My family is relying on me. I want to make sure that I'm around for them. I want to be around for my future grandkids. I want to be able to do the things that I still do today, the same that I did when I was younger, and the same that I want to be able to do when I'm older. And that really depends on what you do now with talking about your lifestyle and your exercise and the things that you eat. You really have to focus on that. That is going to determine what your next decade or 2 or 3 is going to look like. I mean, are you going to be, on your feet or walking around in a stroller, or even worse, in a wheelchair being pushed? So that's what I do. But if you want to try and work at it on your own, let me give you about 3 different tips that could help you out. So let's get into it. Number 1, focus on compound exercises. That's exercises that you can do if you have access to a gym, like squats. That's working your lower body, a lot of muscle groups there all at once. Also deadlifts. You have to look that up. I don't have time to be able to explain exactly how it is. And also the bench press. Now, there's a lot of different variations to that. If you want to find some different things that you could do at home, then I'll give you a way that you could, or a resource that you could use to find some different things that can substitute going to gym, and you can do these things at home. The second thing that you got to do is make sure you're putting in the work. That means exercising at least 2 to 3 times out the week. I mean, that's the norm. I do it a different way, and I teach my clients to do it a different way, but that's like the standard, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe more if you could fit it in, depending on how you do it, but you don't have to spend a whole lot of time when you do exercise. A lot of people will go to the gym or whatnot for about an hour. That's fine and dandy if that's the way you want to do it, 2 to 3 times out the week, but you can cut that time down and fit it in more into your lifestyle. Get with me if you want to learn how to do that. Number 3, you got to make sure that you're progressing gradually. That's, if you're doing weights, gradually increasing your weight, that means that you have to pay attention to the amount of weights that you're using. And it doesn't have to be a lot of weights, but whatever weights that you're using, you have to know, what's the total amount that you're using, so you can start to graduate that upward as the time goes on. You don't have to do it super fast, but you got to know what you're doing. You come back the next day and you can't remember how many sets you did or how much weight you're using, and you're just guessing at it. You're not going to see the progression, the progress, because you don't know, you can, if you're not measuring what you're doing, there's no way to get better. So make sure you're monitoring what you're doing as far as the number of weights or the number of sets that you're using, the amount of weight that you're putting on. Listen, weightlifting isn't just for bodybuilders. It's for anybody over 40, actually any age. But if you're over 40 and you want to lose some weight, you want to build some muscle, and you want some more energy and vitality, weightlifting can help you out in that area. So if you want a little bit of help with getting started in your weightlifting activities, then hit me up with Lift Smart in the comment section, and I'll shoot over a getting started guide to you that can help you out in that area of lifting weights. But if you really want to get some help, then just let me know, and I'll get back with you, and we'll see if we can tackle this together. Listen, I hope this has been some benefit to you. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that I've been able to help you out along your journey. So I can't wait to hear from you soon.